a mass shooter, if there's a mass shooter that gets caught, do they not lose their gun license? Yes, I believe that they do. How about like people who are reckless driving? They lose their driver's license. Yeah, right, okay. Right now. Those who are caught being on drugs a lot, yeah, they'll get probation to have to stay away from drugs. Why? My point is this. Why the fuck is Gypsy Rose still online? Huh? If she made the internet her poison, why is she still online? You know, I almost wonder, did she, is there some sick judge out there somewhere that used to see her as, a little, you know the rumors. I'm sure you, come on. We've all heard the fucking rumors. Dude, the internet was her poison. And the internet is still poison. Everybody knows. How is she not stuck up in a soup kitchen? How is she not stuck up in a halfway house? Come on. Fucking even fucking live in a place like she's a politician and shit. Come the fuck on. This shit is getting ridiculous. She mailing the weapon over state lines, grooming Nick. Is there any other inmates incarcerated with Nick right now that are experiencing the dark one? Has anyone else in that... Get this shit up my ear. Has anybody else in that fucking prison? Has anyone else in there met any of his other so-called personalities? Huh? Has anybody there ever met that 500-year-old fucking vampire they talk about? They'll be serving them garlic now. They'll be serving them garlic in jail. They're in prison right now. No, don't do that. We can burn it up. Oh my God, I need to turn the air on. It's hot as fuck in here. Shit, the goddamn fucking... I gotta put the Gypsy Rose shit down. I gotta put it away for a minute, man. I gotta step back from it for a minute. Dude, it makes my heart hurt. It makes my heart hurt. It does. Fucking, why her? Huh? Why her? I don't understand it. It does seem like she's... Maybe there's a judge out there somewhere that used to see her as a little. Because I don't see what else it could be. A mass shooter would lose their privileges to use a fucking gun. No hunting. Oh, but it makes them happy. Hunting makes them happy. And there's the Hunters for the Hungry program. All the deer you kill, you could donate your kill to the Hunters for the Hungry, and they will use it in feeding the needy, which is extremely sweet, I must say, okay? And if you look back, years back, there is a video on my channel where I am giving props to the Hunters for the Hungry organization. Big props. And we need our brave hunters out there. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what vegans say. Shit. You gotta be brave to be sitting up in that cold-ass tree. Shimmying up there in that tree stand and sitting there and waiting. It takes balls. It takes stealth. It takes stamina. It takes strength. Sitting up in that tree stand ain't no joke. I know, because I've been there. Okay? I know. And yeah, I know the shit they gotta go through and all that, and I know the way times are getting lately, the younger generation, they're not looking at hunting the same way, and they're not doing it as much. And, and it's like, our hunters are wearing thin. So we need our brave hunters out there, keeping that population down. Yeah, looky here. Time to vote for Chili again. I come over here, I accidentally voted for that third place, and then I read who it is. Colorado Pet Patrol. Oh, is that all? That's okay, that's fine. I hear those people are tied to the frauditors anyway, so that's not why I had to bust the camera out, though. Look at this picture right here. You see this picture of her right here? How come Gypsy Rose looks so strange in this picture? I mean, if you zoom in and you look, her belly was shaped, it's shaped all weird. It was when she held up the boots. I noticed it looked weird. I was watching around this area here with the belly. See, she looks flat-bellied in this portion of the video right here. Her belly looks flat. But it looks like, if you look, you can see it kind of bubbled. It makes me wonder if she's got on a pregnancy filter or something, making her belly bigger. Okay, now did you see that crease? Here, let me rewind. Wait, it's the shoe, the slippers. The crease isn't there on the slippers. She holds up the slippers, and you can see the belly. But when she holds up the boots, the belly just looks weird. It looks pushed. It looks like a pillow that has been smashed up against her. There she is with the boots. Alright? Be watching the belly. You see right here is she's got a crease folding in. I mean, I guess her pants could be pulled up that high. Does her pants go? Is she wearing pants that go up that high? That crease looked lower right there. And she put that slipper on. Alright, we're going to rewind it again. I'm going to slow it down this time. Alright, here we go. And slow it down. You see how it went up right there? Like, it smushed in. And smushed in like a pillow. And here, there's the crease. Did you see how far in that crease went right there? You see how it looks like a pillow smashed up? You see how it don't look right? Right, watch now, look at the difference with the boots. See how it's smushed right there? And then right there it's got the crease. That's weird. And she smushes into it. Did you see it? Let me be clear. For the idiots down up in the comment section, that last video was not about Jelly Roll. It was not about Jelly. It's about the struggle on the platform. And people like him making it harder on people like, whoever's next trying to be the next singer. The next voice. You're supposed to share the stage. You're supposed to share the stage. Look at all those fucking little flyer cards. They share the fucking stage. You know, just go up there and it's all just you, only you. Fucking whatever. Whatever. I keep running out of memory in my camera. Anyway, Nick didn't even want to be her puppet. He didn't even want to do it. I give her what she's always wanted. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Wasn't it her end goal? I mean, why leave her with so much reward? Consequences lead to punishment, don't they? This shit is ridiculous. Mission accomplished, I guess. Right? Well, mission accomplished. Was this the plan, Nick? for her to get all that fame, and for you to rot, and to have her make the public think you were the bad guy, even though you were supposed to be the hero in all this. And they say y'all did it for you did it for different reasons. Yeah, they did. One did it for love, and the other did it for hate. One did it to be a hero, to try to save somebody that he thought was being hurt because, the Disney trip must have been so painful. And she did it for hatred because she didn't want to keep having, shave her head and to not be able to be Gypsy, doing what she's doing now, And so she offed her so she could get all this. And look, she got it all. She got it. They're rewarding her. Did you hear me wheeze? It gets me so worked up. And Nick loved Gypsy for some fucking reason. For some reason. For whatever reason. And all the while, she's playing him for a fool. Guarantee you she wouldn't let him get off the Wi-Fi that day he was busted up at McDonald's. Where he made people feel uncomfortable because he was kept there for 9 fucking hours. Now, who was he that infatuated with online? Who was it that was only online? Who? Gypsy. Rest in peace, Stephanie Godejohn. Because had it not have been for Gypsy, Stephanie would still be here too. I am about certain of that. Okay? Christian dating site, my ass. Leave it to the fucking, leave it to them. Leave it to the church. She sought him out, hunted him down, looking for the perfect victim. And of course she knew she'd find one on a site like that. A lot of people around, hanging out on that site, they're desperate. Manipulative people know that. And think about how manipulative she was in prison during all those other phone calls where she was scamming other guys, getting other guys to, maybe play the role of emergency pretend husband to get her out of there. Just, and they can split up as soon as they get her out, and everybody can just start profiting off her. Off the story and the issue. It doesn't matter whether the issue is even real or not anymore. It doesn't even matter anymore. People are following. And how would Nick feel about all of that? How would Nick feel to know she might have been considered a little for other people out there during the time they were together? How does he feel about that? Something to think about. Something else to think about is the fact that mass shooters will lose their gun privileges. Whether hunting's their thing or not, it makes them happy or not. No more hunting, no more having a gun. If you get in trouble for something to do with the gun, you lose those privileges. A drunk driver will lose their privilege to drive. Yeah. And a thief will lose their privilege to shop in a store anymore. How come that online predator is okay to still be online, manipulating and victimizing? Because that's what she's doing with the donations that she's continuing to take. Why is she still okay to be online? It doesn't make any sense. She should be treated just as any other online predator would. And People say, oh, what would she do for employment? What would she do? She can't work in the public eye. She could work in a soup kitchen. That would be a good way for her to even, to try to attempt to start trying to make it up to people. Working in a soup kitchen is a really good start. It would be a really good fucking start. She only let Nick think he was in charge. And she tweaked and manipulated the cops to believe that he was the one that was in charge. No, it was never Nick. It was always her. She was always the one in charge. She was always the one pulling the strings. And she still is. Yeah, she still is. It's hard for me to grab the camera. A lot of times, it's hard for me to start recording a video. I'm insecure. And I get stage fright. So, like, going live is really scary for me. I don't like the on-the-spot shit, okay? I curl up in the teeny bitty little ball. I don't like confrontation. I mean, if somebody in the chat was to start getting lippy, I don't know what I'd do.
A few moments later.
The shit that's going on with Nick Godejohn is fucking sick. He was used. Same way Ryan was used. He was used. Tricked, manipulated, violated, and used. Is there any other inmates talking about some 500-year-old fucking vampire? Because if not, then that shit was made up too. She lied on the fucking stand. She lied on the stand left and right. People need to quit watching the fucking documentary, the Gypsy Rose documentary. Don't know shit. This shit was a movie. Y'all are feeling sorry for a fucking movie. Wake up! It makes my heart hurt. I know the system's not going to help Nick. Didn't help my relatives, did it? Didn't help my dad. Some imaginary good behavior that he's never displayed before. Especially when the option to drink is around. And now here we got Gypsy Rose, who can't stay on that good behavior because she's still working with her poison. She's still online. She should be treated the same way any other online predator would be. She should have to get offline. Yeah? Yeah. Only Zoom calls for court and therapy. And that's it. She doesn't need to be on social media sharing conspiracy theories. That new video with the belly. You can buy fake bellies that go bump bump. All right, there are ways, or it could be some other else's belly. I mean, it looks like blubber, okay? And there ain't no stretch marks. Her feeding tube scar is MIA. I mean, what's your secret, Gypsy? What's your secret? What's your secret, Gypsy? Tell us. How do you keep the stretch mark scars from taking over? How you do that? How you do that, Gypsy? My tissue box? My tissue box? How much time do I got? These are my notes for Nick. I want to do a different video. Maybe he'd understand. Maybe he'd understand if I explained it in another way. How's Shangri-La, Nick? Not quite what you expected, is it? Is this the for us you thought she meant when she said you were doing this? Is it you two? This is the only way that y'all could be together? I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. You did this so she could be with somebody else? She doesn't even look like Gypsy anymore. She don't give a damn about anyone but herself. She damn sure don't give a damn about the things you cared about, you know, the advocacy work for the animals and such, which is sweet. Yeah, no, due to the fact that she no longer has a mom, I hate to say it, Nick, but, you know, neither do you. Yeah, you know, it's like she took your mom out too, isn't it? Tell me, alright, because I watch a lot of videos, alright? And, I mean, I try to pay attention, but there's a lot of misinformation out there. You know, I just want to be correct, you know, with the Ken thing, with his last name. We don't know if it's Euchre, Yerker, Erker, or Jerker. Fucking, we don't know. But, I did find out being accurate with Nick Godejohn. Rest in peace, Stephanie Godejohn. I can't say for certainty, but I believe that she did what she did over the loss of her son. Not that her son lost his life, but he lost his freedom, which in turn basically you did. If you're doing life in prison, sorry, Nick, but you lost your life. And, honey, you gotta think about your little brother, dude. He says in the interrogation room, he says, other than honor, I know it's right to do the right thing and to be honorable, but aside from that, what would the honor get me? He was asking, you know, would he get out of there if he was honest? Would he get to see Gypsy one more time if he was honest? You know, something like that. He ain't getting none of that. They just say, oh, no, this is just doing the right thing. But you see, you guys, you don't understand. You fail to realize. He was already being honorable and loyal to Gypsy. He couldn't make room to be honorable and loyal to morality and the law. Okay? He was already on her side. My nose is running. Give me just one second. I know, too, I must say. Waking up to find Chile in 5th place. It's pretty hot, dude. Oh, goddamn 80 skin of mine. Chile to Castro. Vote Chile to Castro. Alright, anyway. Yeah, no. You got your little brother growing up without a mom now, Nick. Yeah. Your little brother's growing up without a mom now because of Gypsy's actions. How you feel about that, Nick? Pretty messed up, isn't it? Gypsy Rose Manson. How did I not think of that name? Huh? And something else, you know, aside from my notes, I gotta say too, you know those school shooters and shit, people that do the mass shootings, you know, they'll lose their gun privileges. Yeah, right? No matter how much they like to hunt. Even if they want to go hunt to donate deer to the Hunters for the Hungry program, which is a really awesome program, I must say. They will take your kill and use it in feeding the needy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I've made a video about them before because deer are getting overpopulated, and back when I made that video, deer were causing so many car accidents. They were killing a couple hundred Americans each and every year and creating over $1.1 billion in property damages. All the car accidents, so many car accidents every year because of deer being on the road. So, yeah, we actually do need our brave hunters out there in those trees. I know what it's like up in them tree stands. It ain't no joke. You know, you gotta shimmy up there and freeze your ass off, and dragging and hauling that heavy carcass back to the fucking truck. It's a nightmare. I've been out there with my hubby. I know. I've been up in that stand. I know. Alright. Him speaking up and doing that honorable right thing, but, you know, stop being so loyal to Gypsy. She's not being loyal to you. Start being loyal to your brother. Yeah, try that. Because he's growing up without a mom now. I hear, in fact, I hear your family's struggling, Nick. I hear they're struggling pretty bad. You know, as Gypsy gets to move into a mansion, your family gets to struggle, and you get life behind bars. You don't get no us with Gypsy. You don't get no life with her. No. She used you. And with her using Ryan, who would just up and mention Tiger Woods? You know. Does he have friends at TMZ? Does somebody talk him into that so that they can fake a marriage to get her out and they can all just start profiting off of her? Because it's starting to look that way, you know? I mean, the more he is okay with everything ending up the way it did, and them making a fucking show out of it. The show and the movie, it's a lot of fucking acting, you guys. You gotta watch the interrogation footage, alright? And in the interrogation footage, she's trying to claim that she was 19 during that, okay? No, hear me out, alright? Now, I don't know about you, but, you know, if I bought something 11 fucking months ago, I'm gonna say it's a year old. Yeah, right? I mean, yeah. It's a year old. She took her mom out a month before her birthday. So she was basically 24. As she's telling the cops, she's 19. Now look. Hear this, okay? Because Stephanie, in the interrogation room, thought Gypsy was 19. Now, did Nick think she was 19? Did he think that? Because if he did, and they had sex 2 years prior at Cinderella movie theater show place, is he convinced that he got her pregnant that day and that she was a minor and her mother terminated it with the feeding tube issue to get him good and angry and for them to keep the secret because they're under the impression she was a minor? They got to keep the secret about that for that pregnancy that never happened because if anything was said about it, he would only get in trouble, right? I mean, that would be the way somebody would, that a story like that would go down. A story like that would go down like that, okay? It could be how things went. I did a tarot card reading, and it sort of verifies it for me. It validates it. My tarot cards are pretty strong, okay? I don't care. What you say, you and talk shit about them, you know what? Fucking screw you. My deck is strong. It keeps sounding like there's somebody right outside the door. Speaking up won't bring your moms back, but it will change your brother's mind about you and your morals. Your moral compass. That's what you need to focus on, Nick. That's what you need to focus on. Because Gypsy ain't in it no more. Her trying to contact ex-girlfriends of yours, whether they're made up or not, she's trying to get them to say stories about you, talking a negative about you, even though your mom says you don't hang out with anybody but your cousin, and that y'all are both good kids. And I know the parents don't always know their children, but, I mean, she said he doesn't even ever go anywhere unless he's with his cousin. And the way she kept on telling her, oh, he's okay, Miss Stephanie. No, he wasn't. And them saying, oh, they did this for 2 separate reasons. They killed for separate reasons. Yeah, you're right. They did. You're right. Nick did it for love. He did it because he thought he was saving her because she made him believe in a fairy tale that she was being trapped by an evil witch or some sort. And she got him tricked into that world, into believing it. And she killed her mother out of hate. She fucking hated her. And she knew. She knew. Too. If anybody's seen her walking around, they're going to come after them both. And then they'd have to both be incarcerated and look at each other, being in there for fraud. The way the system is, how fraud could get you locked up even longer than murder. Isn't that right? Gypsy. Oh, the prison reform, don't you believe in second chances? For murder? I don't know about all that, man. Shit. Being somebody who was on the other end of the vicious violence. Shit hurts. Okay? Sometimes my dad, he'd be blacked out, not realizing what he's doing, until I scream out and say, Daddy, I love you. Why are you doing this to me? Then he'd snap out of it. What the fuck else do my notes say? I mean, gosh, they're all over the place. Is Nick being paid off? We know his mom is gone and his dad and brother are struggling. So what? Is he doing this for his own commentary? I highly doubt that. And what is this us he speaks of when he's all alone? She's the only one got somebody cuddling with her every night, even though she's not supposed to. Because as far as the parole board goes, and as far as they say, they weren't going to let her out to go be with somebody who was in trouble themselves. That's why she had to use Ryan. Yeah? Because that was the surest way to get out of there faster. Right? That was all she was worried about. She wasn't worried about therapy while she was in there, while she was incarcerated. None of that. Nope. How they'd high-five about every guy she gypped out of more money in there. She was very appropriately named. She tried to shoot her mom in the face. Well, she did. She shot her mom in the face with a BB gun. Yeah. And then they lied and blamed it on a mugging in a parking lot. Some parking lot that had cameras here. Never seen a fucking thing. Yeah. And this just goes unheard, unnoticed, unthought of. Disgusts me. Be honorable for your brother, dude. Screw that bitch. She's got enough. Why does she deserve so much privilege? Even prison was a privilege for her. She called it freedom when she got behind bars. She called that freedom. Was life with Nick really so bad? Huh? Those brownies must have been stale, eh? She betrayed you, Nick. She did. She betrayed you. She hates you. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. I deal with truth on my channel, okay? Look at the last video, right? Not about jelly. Not about Jelly Roll at all. It's about those bots.
A few moments later.
Your past is not your past if it bleeds into your present. Okay? It's only past if you put it behind you, you've learned from it, and you've moved on. Okay? The only thing Gypsy Rose seems to be learning is where she went wrong and how she could have done it flawlessly. What was it Nick said in the interrogation room? Huh? They could have perfected it? They almost perfected it? What? Wait. Almost perfected a murder. They no, honey, you weren't the one perfecting it. Gypsy was, my dear. You were the fall guy. She was supposed to be your innocent victim. That's why there was the "I raped the sweet girl" comment left on Facebook. And then Gypsy tells him about it and wants to know how he feels about it. Doesn't that remind you of something? Like, kind of like when she sent Ryan the picture of her and Ken. How you feel about that? We're just hanging out. Nothing happened. Just hanging out. He can't get me for adultery. I'm just hanging out. Didn't even do anything. Really? Really, Gypsy? Really? Sometimes things are exactly as they seem. And until she says she only kissed one other person. What? Did Nick and Dan mean nothing to you? And what about the fact that she says she kissed more women than she has men? You little hussy, you. Gypsy Rose, a little hussy. No dipshit of a hussy. You little hussy. You little hussy, you. You sicken me, Gypsy. You sicken me. Isn't this just what it's all about? Yeah, you hear Mama Kitty. Can you hear her purr? I don't even know if the camera can see her. Get out of my dirty laundry. You see that? She's laying on a crusty, musty sock. From one juggalo to another, Nick. She's used you. Just as she used Ryan. Just as she's using Ken. And she's keeping both. As she told Ryan, she has 2 men in her heart. I bet now she's telling Ken she still has 2 men in her heart. Not the Shangri-La that you expected, is it, Nick? Is this the together for you, for the us that you thought it would be? You guys both not having moms anymore? Both of you? I'm willing to bet your mom would still be around had it not have been for that bitch. It wasn't even her first time trying to kill her mom. She's tried it before. And with her using words like arson and looking for an odorless, tasteless poison. Come on, Nick, you know that ain't the fucking thoughts of some 19-year-old. I'm telling you, if they thought she was 19, that means they thought she was a minor when they first hooked up, and they first got together. So it could be a secret they're taking to the grave if she claims he got her pregnant as a minor. I'm telling you, and all we could do is speculate because of Nick's silence. Because of Nick's silence, that's all we could do is speculate. She fooled the Make-A-Wish Foundation 3 fucking times. Okay? Those were other children went and lost their battles to cancer and other illnesses before getting their wishes granted. Because of that bitch. Because she was in their place instead. For no reason. As she's a full-grown adult, shaving her head, saying, "I'm still a little girl, Mommy. Please take me to Disney. Let's just tell everybody I'm sick again. Please, let's just go." Taking and setting up a picture of her in the sink with fucking baby shampoo beside her. Now you know that's some pure manipulation. Baby shampoo, come on, what the fuck? Why? Why would they need to buy that shit? There's only one reason it was in that photo. Only one reason. I guarantee you it's a story Dee Dee come up with, something trying to make her look younger, okay? That the baby shampoo in that photo was her stuffed animal when she's usually in the wheelchair, or when she's hanging on her mother as she's calling the shots. Yeah, I heard there's a video where if you slow it down, it was Gypsy that was squeezing her mother's hand to shut her mother up. Not the other way around, the way Gypsy had told Dr. Phil and everybody else in the world. I don't understand why how the parole board, I don't understand it. So now you're both without a mom, Nick. Both of you. Because of that bitch. And your brother and your dad, they are struggling while that bitch is sitting up in a fucking... She's sitting pretty. Okay? Not that she's looking pretty or anything. She puts up a filter and photoshops the picture, trying to, the pregnant women don't get their glow from a filter, okay? It's not like their skin actually brightens up. No, there's an inner light. That's missing there. Do you guys not see? All that nesting shit and everything, it's missing. As was that feeding tube scar in that last fucking video. Do you guys hear that monster snoring in the background? That's Tread Hub. Yeah, that's Tread Hub. Yeah, it is. Now, I don't know if Gypsy will ever know that feeling of the comfort of the Tread Hub in there, sleeping and snoring like a monster as he's sleeping. No, I could go jump in that bed right now, and I could either cuddle with him, or I could start waking him up to I don't know, brush my hair for me. And you know what? He would do either. He'd brush my hair or he'd cuddle me back. Okay? But that comes along with being with somebody for over a couple of decades, as we have been. Gypsy's a witch. Okay? She thinks keeping people in her life is done by spells and wishes. Casting spells and granting wishes. She found her genie, though. It's TikTok. Yep. And every time she goes live, she gets donation after donation after donation, and so does Ryan. Oh, what a perfect marriage. You don't even have to be involved. And as soon as she gets out, off she goes. She don't even gotta be your problem. Just sign up for this online marriage, and it's a prison marriage. Sign up for the here. Let me set you down. Can I sit? Why let Gypsy get what she's always wanted? Why let her get the end goal? Was this the plan, Nick? Huh? The fame? Was that the plan? To have you both end up without a mom, and for your dad and brother to be left struggling as she's over there getting all those donations and making all that money. If you think about it, they couldn't. If somebody at TMZ talked Ryan into this fake marriage, okay? Because who else is going to mention Tiger Woods? Am I right? Does Ryan have friends over at TMZ? Because who else is going to mention Tiger Woods and Gypsy Rose? He's probably buddies with somebody who works up at TMZ, and they convinced him into this. They convinced him to do this fake marriage where, it's a prison marriage where he don't even gotta do anything. She's not even his problem. And then as soon as she gets out, they get her out of prison, they all start making money off her, and then she could go her own way, and she not even be Ryan's problem. Now, I'm sure her throwing away all his stuff wasn't part of the plan, but, Yeah, that's I guess part of Ryan's loss. Was this the plan? Nick, you say you did it for the us. Was that us supposed to be you and her? Because I don't see you in the picture. She hates you. She feels like she shouldn't have had to do any time at all. But because you couldn't play it off like she was, your victim too. Your perfect little victim. She's pissy, I'm sure. Yeah, she's pissy because she doesn't feel like she should have had to do any time at all. She was trying to play it off like you violated her as well. First, she said you would never hurt her. She said you were very kind.
And this is not how I wanted it to be. And he has a way about him that he can make you feel comfortable in any situation. And I never felt like I was in any danger when I got to Wisconsin, because I know that he loves me and he would do anything for me and to be with me. But I know that there's this, he called it his evil side. He needs to get rid of that side.
Don't play that he had an evil side bullshit. You had a fucking evil side. You did. You still do.
There's no way to live. You live a righteous life. You live a good life. He even made me leave behind my cross, because he believes his own religion, I guess.
When you get to the rehab station, takes her by, where'd you guys go from there? Did you stay the night somewhere?
After they couldn't get me on the bus, we went back to the hotel, stayed another night at the hotel.
And what day was that?
The 11th. We were supposed to leave on the 11th.
And then she makes you out to be this monster, and she's trying to get people to claim that they were intimate with you, and they had bad experiences with you, even though your mom says you were a good kid. Punishment is supposed to leave person left punished, not rewarded. The way it was with all the reward. Why is she getting all this reward? Why is she getting rewarded so much? That I'm not understanding. Because I don't think what she did merits reward. I think what she did should make her, because she is an online predator. And, because that's what predators do when they get online and they lie about their age. Which was exactly what she did. She did it even still. After she was caught, she tried convincing the cops that she was 19. I don't know about anyone else, but if I got something 11 fucking months ago, I'm gonna say it's a year old. She says something 20, she's a month from being 24. You might as well say she's 24. Might as well say she's 24.
Okay, who put those posts out there? You know the one I'm specifically talking about. The very first post. What did that post say?
Something really bad.
Okay, what was so bad? What was that?
I put it on there because I wanted someone to find my mom.
Okay. What did you put? What did you type on there?
I put what he had said to me, and he was happy about it.
Which was what?
That bitch is dead.
That bitch is dead? Is that what you just told me? Okay.
Oh, say it with your whole chest like you typed it out. It's your thought. Those your words. Don't act like a scared little girl that's afraid to cuss in front of the teacher.
So you put on your Facebook account, that bitch is dead. Okay.
I wanted someone to know that something was wrong. And I knew that my friends were all worried if that's not the way me and my mom talk.
Yeah. Hear that? She told you right there she'd been manipulating since even back then. Typing out a specific phrase because people know they don't talk that way, and it would get people thinking she's that's manipulating.
Okay.
So, I was like, if I put that on there, they'll know something's wrong.
Okay. Where did you do that from?
from his house.
Okay. On a phone, a computer, laptop, or what?
On he has a computer, but my little, I guess you could say phone, but usually I just use it to get Wi-Fi and play video games or something on.
So that's the phone that you
I use
typed that on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he knew about it, and I told him, I asked him if I could have permission to please, I need them to find my mom, and so she could have a proper burial.
Oh, asked and begged and pleaded my ass. You said you told him about it after you typed this shit out. What's up with that shit, huh? Huh, Gypsy? What's up with that shit? Oh, shut up, Kitty. And she told Nick about them after she typed them out. And she wanted to see his reaction. Because that's fun for her. And she does the same thing to Ryan with pictures of Ken.
And I knew that it would get people's attention because we don't have a purse. And like, at first people were like, oh, they must be watching a movie. And I'm like, no, who's serious? Please, I'm gonna call the police.
Where's that phone at now that you typed that stuff on?
It's in my backpack.
In your backpack? Where's your backpack at?
At the house.
At the house in
Big Bend.
Big Bend. Okay. There was another post. There was something else that was put on there.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
My mom got slashed and he raped me.
Okay.
And I know there was another one that says, the girl is dead too. He said to post that so they wouldn't come looking for me.
And who posted that?
Me.
You did that? Okay. On your own free will? You were told to put that on there.
Yes.
And you said that first one.
The first one, I wanted to put on that one because I wanted someone to find my mom and know that something was wrong.
Okay. So what does it say? Say that you put that on your own free will, that first one, but not the other ones? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I would never ever call my mom that, but yes, sir.
Okay. Any other things that were posted on your Facebook?
This guy.
Is that it? Okay.
I would like to ask some questions
Okay.
that I have.
Okay.
One, what is going to happen to me?
Okay.
And two, am I going to be sent back to Missouri? Can I get my luggage with money and my social security cards, my insurance card,
Okay.
and things like this?
Okay. The first question, I have no power or control over that because I'm not that person. I don't have that power and authority. Okay.
Gypsy Rose Manson is the perfect name for her. Why is she not in the list for the Grifties Award? How is she not on that list? Why have I not thought of this? Me, of all people, the one who campaigns for the Grifties Awards all the time. I didn't think of calling her Gypsy Rose Manson. What? I know about it now. It's only $3 to nominate somebody new. I just vote for Chili until I see Gypsy on that list. Chili is the only vote that matters. Oh my gosh, you guys see the Jeffree Star's new palette? How many color combinations can you actually make? That's, I guess, what he's gonna show Gypsy how to do. You know, some cheap thing like that. Oh my God, speaking of cheap. Something else to bitch about.
That's still to be decided at this point. Okay. But I don't have that control, and I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep. Okay. As far as your personal property belongings and stuff, right now all that is part of an investigation. Okay. So it'll probably be retained for a period of time. Okay. All right. Okay. You can just put it on. Sign. Okay. Stand up for me, okay? We'll take some photos of you real quick. Nothing else happened in this state that we know other crimes or you guys didn't do anything? Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, let's stand up for me.
I bet she got him good and mad at her lying about that feeding tube. I bet she did claim she got pregnant. And I bet he still won't tell no one to this day because It was supposed to be a secret. Maybe it was at a time where he was convinced she was a minor. And she told him he'd get in trouble if he said anything. I don't know. They could have hooked up more than once in the bathroom at the movie theater. Maybe the first time, things went according to plan. And then later they went to go to the bathroom again, and then he couldn't get it up. And then Dee Dee got mad about them getting too close. I don't know. All we can do now is keep the conversation going and speak amongst our speculations, because that bitch ain't talking, and she still got Nick still wrapped around her finger. He still ain't talking. Do you see how hot it is in here? Oh my gosh, it almost makes me feel like I should post this.
I'll get you close up, okay? Because you got all these things on your neck there. Can you kind of put your shirt down just a little bit? Not up, but right down the collar. There you go, just like that. Thank you. Okay, I'll try to take this one, okay? Is this from the hospital when you were in the hospital there? Okay. Pull up just a little bit more. Put your hands just like this together, just like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold your hands over. Let me get that point. There you go, just good. Okay, do you have any other bruises anywhere? Because I don't want you showing your body parts, okay? How did you get that?
He made me shave my legs and kneel on the ground and clean up the blood. So I think I got carpet burn.
See, it's carpet burn? Or just crawling around with carpet when you're cleaning up the blood? Okay. Anything else anywhere else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright.
How is the parole board not looking back at this to find and realizing all these lies and indiscrepancies she told before, how it hasn't added up? Isn't it illegal to swear on the Bible while you're up on the stand? Isn't it? Otherwise, why do they do it? Why do they have you do it?
Cover back up that blanket if you want. The deputies are where she's got to take the bathroom. Thank you. Get your seat. Thanks.
And the pictures, and she's so isolated, she couldn't take pictures like that. The fuse box is right behind her. Yeah, the fuse box is right behind her, and you can see it. She was in the living room. And then another one, the picture where she's got her whole her chest is right beside the bed, right beside where they found Dee Dee. Yeah. Yeah.
You doing all right, Jeffrey?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Does Nick know about his mom? Does he realize his mom would probably still be here if it wasn't for her, for that bitch? Does he realize what his brother has been dealing with because of that bitch? Where would be an honorable get me? He can't be honorable to do the right thing because he's already being fucking honorable to that bitch.
Hey, Gypsy. Sorry to have to wake you up. Talk to your boyfriend. There's a whole lot of stuff you're leaving out, girl.
Like what?
Well, I'm not gonna get into it with you, okay? You're leaving a lot of stuff out that you need to probably tell me. You want to talk to me about it? Tell me about it.
Sure, I'll tell
Okay.
you. I'll tell you.
You planned this with him, okay? You didn't get locked in the bathroom, okay? I'm not stupid. First of all, the lock's on this side, so you can't get locked in her.
When it seems like he's trying to coach, paint a narrative. It's cooperative and all whimpering and trying to seem like a scared little victim. And then when he's accusatory, talking about Nick's confession, she's real quick to snap back. No. Wasn't my idea, no. Nick wouldn't even know her if it wasn't for you.
You went in there because you brought that knife into the picture. You brought the idea into the picture.
I didn't bring the idea.
You did bring it into. You brought the whole thing in the idea.
No.
He did it for you.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he did. Okay.
She wanted Nick to take the fall. Okay. Nick, hey Nick. She hates you. Because she shouldn't have to do any time at all in her eyes. She was supposed to be your innocent victim. And, what were you doing the night of McDonald's? Were you trapped online with that bitch? Was she not letting you leave? Did she make sure you were there long enough to make others feel uncomfortable? 9 hours is a long fucking time. I mean, come on, damn, that's an entire shift. Hell, that's longer than someone's whole shift. Of course they're gonna get uncomfortable. That's seeing him there all day. What do you think he's doing all day? Just because he wanted to use their Wi-Fi, I bet you she had him tracked online, talking about the plan. I think she manipulated that situation to make sure he had some criminal history added to his fucking background check.
So, the lies, they're done. I'm not gonna sit in here all night long.
No, I won't give you. Like, I did not think of this. I know that he has a evil side, and he did want to do it.
Okay, I understand that.
He wanted to get rid of my mom.
Yeah, for you.
Yes, for me.
Yeah, because you asked him to.
He wanted to.
Yeah, because you asked him to. Plain and simple. Gypsy, we're not playing this game, okay? You asked him to. That's why.
Does he realize that his mom would probably still be here and his brother would be? He wouldn't be so damn lost had it not have been for that bitch chipping everybody out their lives and their freedom and their future. I'm gonna go happy Halloween and from one juggalo to another. Okay, Nick, I'm sure this is not the outcome you had planned. Prison's not gonna help Nick's brain. Okay, we all know that. Didn't help my dad and brothers. What makes people think that it helped Gypsy? I do not know. But Nick should be someplace where they are going to work with him and help him out, okay? And the prisons need to rebuild and reconstruct, and they should have more than just walls in there, okay? In the jails, I mean. I hear that people in prison get more freedom than people in jail. So, okay, I'm gonna go. My Swedish fish. Happy Halloween. Here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna grab this counter here and hang on for a minute. I gotta gain the strength. Here we go. Yeah. Been real.